beautiful people. I am here today to tell you about secrets that I wish I would have known back when I first started Mounjaro injections. So I did start my weight loss journey 16 months ago, and I didn't start adding Mounjaro until I found out I had type 2 diabetes, and that was about 7 months into my journey. I had lost 45 pounds just from starting to walk again, getting out and doing some almost daily movement. So I was coming off of like being sedentary and weighing over 300 pounds, and knew that at that point, there was a good time for me to start walking. And in my last video, I give a little bit more details about how that all started. So things I wish I would have known. So after that 7 months, found out that I had type 2 diabetes, and my daughter told me about Mounjaro and to ask about it. So I asked my physician about it, and we agreed, like, yeah, let's go ahead and give it a try. Try it out. Start out at the 2.5 dose, and I don't have those boxes with me anymore, but yeah, the 2.5 dose of Mounjaro, and she wanted me to see, like, I think what it really, in that beginning dose, they want to see, like, how are you tolerating it? Is your body tolerating it? She had also prescribed Zofran in case I got nauseous, and talked about how some people experience diarrhea. And typically, like, I would tend to have like regular bowel movements and not have any constipation. If anything, I would have more loose stools, and maybe that was just because I was eating a lot of chocolate and fat in my diet at the time. And so since I was so afraid of feeling nauseous, I waited to do my shot until Saturday. I'm a teacher, and it is really hard to get out of your classroom to go to the bathroom if you cannot hurry up and get to the bathroom, if you know what I mean. So you don't want to have any accidents in the classroom. So yeah, so now I do all my shots on Saturday, and that way if I have any side effects, I can, have the weekend to get over that. I'm in my hat today. I went for a walk this morning, and I actually was making my protein coffee that I do in the morning. I've now been intermittent fasting, so in the morning now I make my coffee in a French press. Love Joshua Tree coffee beans. Joshua Tree coffee out in Joshua Tree, California. And so I grind them every day now, and I make them in a French press. Well, I've had my French press for years, and today all of a sudden it cracked, and I had a huge mess of coffee and ground coffee beans all over my counter. Oh gosh. And one, you're upset because you spilled this delicious coffee, but two, it was messy, and now I'm in search for another French press. So my daughter told me of a location that has 3, so I'm gonna be going out there to grab some because I need that for tomorrow. So I decided, well, okay, I do need to get out and walk. Yesterday, I did a 5K with my coworkers. It was through our high school district at a local park. And let me tell you, it's my second only 5K in my life. The first time I did a 5K was 5 months after my gastric bypass revision. So that was in 2011, May 2011. I walked the LA Honda 5K around the Dodger Stadium. And I remember my legs were swollen after that. So I was a bit nervous, and my family was at Disneyland, but because I had this determination to do this 5K, I chose to stay and do the 5K. And typically I only walk about 1.5 miles at a time. So, and sometimes 2, but not that often. So I was a little curious what it was gonna be like to walk 3.2 miles. And I'm not a fast walker yet. I do have, because of years of chronic obesity, I have arthritis in my knees, and eventually I'll have to have a knee replacement. But they get swollen, my ankles get swollen, and that's just what comes with. Okay, so then, yeah, so we had the 5K yesterday, and you know what? I was just so proud of myself for doing it. And during the walk, I was not out of breath at all. And, you know, I kept a good pace. Sometimes I was doing some videos, which I'll show some videos on here. But I think probably the hardest part for me, whether it's hard or not, but definitely there were some inclines, and but it was mostly my legs. Like if I could have walked faster, I think the soreness was probably just more on my legs. I was never out of breath, which I am just like so amazed. You know, when I was over 300, I was 313. I had asthma, which wasn't an asthma like all the time, but if I was walking or if I ever got sick. And I have not had any problems with asthma since losing weight. I've lost 120 pounds, and I'm at 193 now, but I really should get down to closer to 150. I carry most of my weight in my lower body, and I do need to go get checked out to make sure I don't have lymphedema, just because my legs always seem to get swollen, but that's another story. So yeah, so I went on the 5K, and then so today I thought, you know what, I need to walk again, because you know, if you walk a lot and then you don't walk the next day, you usually get kind of sore, and I want to just keep it up. You know, this is a new lifestyle, this is a new commitment, and I've been doing this for a year and a half. So I walked down to one of our new Starbucks, and I think by the time I got there, it was about, maybe it's like a half a mile to 3/4 of a mile away. They didn't have any French press. They had the pour overs, and I didn't want that. And so I did end up getting an iced Americano with heavy cream and 3 pumps of sugar-free vanilla. I try not to do the fake sugars as much as possible, only in a pinch, right? So I got that, and it was funny because I'm walking, and you know, I'm wearing this and my jogging pants that I just got at Costco yesterday, and vintage boho hat. I love this hat here, with a Louis Vuitton. It's a cutout from actual Louis Vuitton purses that are old and, you know, people getting rid of. It's the Warren effect. I love this camo hat. So this is my workout hat. And so I walked the rest of the neighborhood, came back, so I did 2 miles this morning. And I'm about to go outside and do some gardening, and I like to cut the grass in the back myself, instead of my husband. And it's just something that I enjoy doing. Gardeners for the front, I do the back. So secrets, I wish I would have known. I wanted to give you that knowledge because I've been using Mounjaro as a part of my journey, of my weight loss journey. So not just the only thing, but I also move now. So movement, concentrating on making sure that I'm not losing muscle mass, because just like, so originally I had gastric bypass 24 years ago. When you lose a lot of weight, and I lost like 150 pounds, you lose muscles. So it's not a Mounjaro thing that makes you lose muscle mass like that you hear people saying in the news. It is just from losing weight. And if you are on a diet of any kind and you're not lifting weights or exercising where you're engaging your muscles, then you're going to experience some weight loss. And so you do need to pay attention to your protein. One rule of thumb is half of your goal weight in protein. Another, you know, the main thing is that you want to talk to a registered dietitian. At first, my doctor said 60 grams of protein, but really I think it's more like 100 to 120. And especially after you start seeing things like weight, hair loss, and just your muscle mass, and you'll know that it's important to get that protein in, and it really helps you with your energy too. I'm not somebody who's experienced with a lot of the side effects. I've never had the diarrhea, I've never had any nausea, so thank goodness for that. Something that I have experienced a lot has been constipation, and I was never constipated in my life, like except for right after surgery, because of the anesthesia. So, and it could be a combination of more protein, but it's definitely the Mounjaro shot this is a side effect because it's slowing down your digestion system, your intestines, so your gastrointestinal tract is moving slower to keep you satiated longer, keeps you feeling full, and so you don't go as often, but you still want to try to have a everyday bowel movement, or at least every other day. You don't want to go longer than that, because then you start getting into the really bad constipation where it gets hard, and you get like almost like having rocks, and sometimes there's a lot of things that you have to do to get that out. So I would say secret to keeping some of these side effects at bay, have, just in case, a little emergency kit of a suppository, have your maybe a colace, a stool softener, and a magnesium powder to take, especially around the time of your shot, and because that's when I feel like you experience it more around that time. A couple other things that I have learned along the way, so some secrets. I do take my magnesium, and Miralax was kind of like my emergency, because I don't take it as often, and I don't want to end up with like explosive diarrhea on a day when I'm working. So if I need that, I'll just do one cap full size and put that in my water towards the evening after work, so that it can hurry up and work and be done by the morning. I started buying BioOptimizer's Magnesium Breakthrough, and it has 7 different types of magnesium. Show that there. And the 7 types, here we go. You can see that. My doctor says as long as I have magnesium citrate, then I'm good. And the other thing is, though, this can also help you with sleeping. Now, my last week, I went in for my doctor's visit. I ended up losing 13 pounds this last month, but I'll have to tell you, one of our groups at work, we were on a weight loss challenge, and there were 3 men on the team and 2 ladies. So the 3 men, they lost way more weight than we did. They were doing carnivore and lots of fasting. And I'm scrolling here, but I will tell you that, so they were really focusing on meat and healthy fats and no fruit at all. So they were having like no carbs, and they lost a lot. They look very trim. So I was 4th in our group, and then we had one lady who was just below me too. During that time it was like a 3-month challenge, I lost 35 pounds, I think, somewhere at 30 something pounds, between 30 and 35. And it was the first time ever that I tried a longer fast. So I had read up with Dr. Mindy Pelt's Fast Like a Girl, and during our last week, we all decided on doing a fast, and we were just gonna do a 24-hour fast. After 24 hours, I felt good. I did a 48-hour fast. No, I did a 36-hour. Then I was like, wow, I still doing good. I was having protein coffee, or what we call bullet coffee, with MCT oil in it and heavy whipping cream, and organic broth that did not have any sugar at all in it. And that kept me going. And then I did 48 hours, and I was feeling good. Then on the last part of it, so from the time I woke up until lunch, I was feeling very tired. I could feel the difference. We were heading up into 65 hours. And that's when I said, hey guys, I'm tapping out. I need to go back. I tried to walk during my lunch, which I do every day, and did not have energy. So I ate some salad, and then I fasted until the morning. So it really puts you into a fat burner stage. And so you go from, what Dr. Mindy says is, from sugar burner to fat burner. And I think that's a really good way to burn that fat and get your metabolism working. And it seems like, looking at all the different benefits, you have autophagy, your body's healing itself. There's some point when you get to like closer to the from 60 to 72 hours, or from the 48 to the 72 hours, if you can go that far, then you're looking at dopamine restoring. There's just a lot of stuff. But even after like a 24 to 36 hour fast, you are fixing those, your cells and the synapses that are all breaking. Like your cells just kind of like rebuild. You get rid of the old ones, you get new ones. And so if you ever get a chance, check out Fast Like a Girl. And Dr. Jung is a good one, maybe for guys who don't, you know, like, because Dr. Mindy, she talks a lot about cycles. And if you're in menopause, which I am, then you don't have to follow a cycle. You can do intermittent fasting, and then don't fast for one day. And then I think either, like, let's say once a month, you can kind of decide what you feel like, but let's say once a month you do a 36-hour fast, or, you know, so 24, 48, 36, whatever you feel like. Yeah, so anyway, so with our walk, then going back to our constipation. So I want to make sure, you know, these are the secrets. So one of them was about the magnesium. And then, so last week my doctor said, just get some calm. Let's see if I can get that focused. Just get some calm. And I know it's backwards, but because one, is going to help you with sleep. And I have noticed that I'm very active during the day now, and it's hard to turn things off and go to bed. But it's very, very powdery. It's like snow in here. So she said that way, you know, start off with one scoop, see how it works for you, and then you can adjust it. So far I've been using it for the last 2 days, and I'm just using one scoop. And I need to start using it sooner, because once it starts activating, I can feel that I get tired, and that's what I need, because I need to start going to bed earlier. I think going to bed at 10 p.m. for me is ideal, and then I don't eat. My eating window is from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. So, but you adjust your eating window to your lifestyle and your schedule. In the morning, whenever I'm having my protein coffee, I'm adding a bulletproof ketogenic MCT oil. The C8 really helps with the hunger, taking away hunger. And let me tell you, so even though I have added Mounjaro to my diet, I still get hungry. Now, right around the time that you get your injection, so yesterday on Saturday, I had to wait until after the 5K, because I didn't want to take the shot before and then have anything happen. So after the 5K, so by 11 o'clock yesterday, I took my shot. I tend to now take it like at 8:30 in the morning, try to get it earlier in the morning, because you can feel some energy whenever you take it. And so I don't want to take it later in the afternoon. So that whenever it is shot day before, day of, and day after, I really focus now on magnesium. The other thing is my first couple months, I had a lot of leg cramps, muscle cramps. And now I started adding to my water. So I finally broke down and bought a Stanley, because I know it's 40 ounces, 40. And so my goal is to drink at least 2 of these a day. Okay. What I put in there around day before shot, day of shot, and day after, and then if I'm doing any extra walking, is Element electrolyte drink mix to my water. Sorry, that is backwards. I'll see if I can reverse this. It has 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. And Olympic athletes use it. It's also, they partner with USA Weightlifting. There's no sugar, no gluten, no dodgy ingredients, exactly what it says. Paleo, keto friendly, and vegan friendly. But yeah, zero sugar, and no fake sugar, right? So I really liked the watermelon salt, and they came with a couple different, you get like 7 sample packs of different flavors. So I do have my watermelon salt, and then mango chili, if you want a little bit of spice. There's one that's unflavored, and a raspberry salt. Next time I'm gonna order watermelon and raspberry. And I would say that this is my first time of buying it, and it's lasted me for a month. So I've been using it more than just the 3 days around shot day per week. And especially during that fasting time. During the fasting, or the 65-hour fast that I did, yeah, I used Element because I wanted to make sure that I was getting all my electrolytes. Another thing that I do to help get as much water, because water is going to help you with your skin, and I am 54 and going from 313 down to 193. I wore a size 24, sometimes a size 26 pants, and now I'm wearing a size 14. And actually yesterday I bought a size 12 and they fit a little bit snug, but yeah, so I'm gonna say a 14 right now, comfortably. So drink water, because that's gonna help your skin. It's gonna help you not feel as tired. There's just so many benefits to water, but I don't like water by itself. I won't drink it. So it's, another thing that I do is I love Arbonne Fizz, and this one is a blackberry. And if you are a previous soda drinker, so I don't drink soda anymore. It's been years now since I've drank soda. But this gives you a little fizz. It has ginseng, it's all natural. The ginseng gives you some energy, but it has this little fizzy effect to it. And that helps you whenever you get that craving, like you miss that can opening, that sound of carbonation coming from a soda. So yeah, ginseng fizz sticks. So that's from Arbonne, Arbonne. And if you don't have that, and you don't mind having a sugar, like a fake sugar substitute, they do have water packs, or sweet, what do you want to call that? Flavor packs you can put in your water. You can go to Dollar Tree or Dollar General or Walmart, and besides the Mio drops, there's sticks that you can get, flavors from Sonic ocean water, the cherry limeade, and then there's all kinds of different brands, like 7-Up has packets. You can get Canadian ginger ale. Gosh, it's limitless. So if you ever do like a hashtag water talk, you'll get all kinds of ideas on how to add flavor to your water. And initially that's what I did too. I'm just trying to eat and drink as clean as possible now, and so I'm trying to eliminate fake sugars, because I know as a health teacher that fake sugars work in your brain just like sugar as far as addiction, and your body doesn't know how to process that chemical, and so it actually treats it like sugar, and you end up craving more sugar, and you get hungrier whenever you use it. So I do my best to stay away from those. If you have to have any, especially whenever you're like just starting this journey, then stevia is one of your better options out of the sugar substitutes. Okay, so those are my secrets. We have magnesium, we have the Element water packets, the electrolyte drink mix. We have protein coffee added with the bullet oil. The other thing I add in my coffee is either a Premier Protein drink, or recently I changed over to Fairlife, because Fairlife does not have any seed oils, and seed oils are inflammatory to our body. And I'm trying to get a message out to Premier Protein to change their ingredient on they have sunflower oil or sunflower oil or soy in their Premier Protein, which I'm very sad about, because I've used Premier ever since my gastric bypass, so it's been 24 years. And yeah, so I switched over to Fairlife. I have a few more bottles of Premier, and I don't waste things, so I'll drink those, and then I have some others. So those are my secrets, and Some people will also notice that they get very tired about 12 hours after the injection. So everybody, you want to kind of keep a log, keep a little diary, so that you can see, like, when are you hungry? Like, I do get hungrier from days 4 to 7. I think this is my 3rd month on 10 milligrams. So for the 2.5, we did that for 1 month, and then I titrated up to 5. That's what my doctor recommended. And then on 5, I think I stayed there for 2 months. And then we titrated up to 7.5, and I believe did that for 2 months. And I've been on 10 for 3 months, I believe. And so I'm doing my best to just stay on 10 for as long as possible, because after that you only have 12.5 and 15. And a lot of people are on those higher doses. Knock on wood, so far I have been able to get my prescriptions filled at Costco where I live, but not everybody's been that successful with getting those. So, okay, those are my secrets that you should all know, especially if this is the beginning of your journey. And I'll keep posting some tips as we go along, and hopefully I can give you some advice that would really help you out. But if you have some questions, please leave them in the comments. Like this video, subscribe if this is the content that you're looking for. But this really, and it also applies not only to people who use Mounjaro, but also zepbound, which is the alternative to Mounjaro without the GLP-1 agonist for diabetes. Also, this would work for people who are on Ozempic or Wegovy or any of the semaglutides. So I hope that you'll find the information that I put out there beneficial. I'm just starting this journey of YouTube, so I get a lot of questions about what I eat and what am I doing? How are you shrinking? Are you doing this in a healthy way? All right, so see you guys next time. Have a wonderful week, and I look forward to your questions. Alrighty, bye-bye.